Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Vegan Ohioan. My name is Angie, and today we're going to go more in depth on how to create a menu. I created an awesome PDF download for you guys, and that's going to be linked in the description box below. You definitely don't have to use it, but it's a great way to kind of organize your thoughts if you're new at this. The reason that I wanted to make this video is because I released that whole meal planning guide a couple weeks ago, and I kind of wanted to break it down into smaller action steps. That way you don't feel overwhelmed if you do want to start doing this lifestyle, and it's more easy to begin. And also, don't beat yourself up if you can't make it perfect right away. You know, it's not about perfection, it's always about progress. So if you're trying to create a menu and stick to it, just keep working at it. Find out what works for you and keep doing that. First thing you want to do is print out my guide that I created for you. As you can see, mine is already filled out, and that's because we're going to go back in time and fill it out together. First, I want you to flip it over to the back. You are going to make your list of all the stuff in your pantry, and if you watched my meal planning guide video, you will know about this step. This is what you want to do before you start making your menu. And if you haven't watched that video, you better go stop this video right now, watch that first. That way you'll understand all the steps that are required before you start this guide. The reason that we do this is because we want to use ingredients that we already have in our pantry. And that way it saves us money, it saves us time when we're menu planning because we don't have to plan too in-depth, figure out every single new thing that we need. And it's also just really great because you can use things up before they expire. Next, you want to decide what meals are going to be routine meals for you. This is what makes menu planning so easy and makes it so helpful in your life and in my life too. So what I like to do is plan out breakfasts and lunch for the whole week, and then dinners is where I like to kind of do something different. So first we want to select those routine meals. Find what works best for you, you know, based on your schedule, based on your environment. If you work nights, then you don't want to be making a new dinner every single night because you probably don't have the time. So think about it, make it intuitive. Make it work for you, because once you make it work for you, then it'll be so much easier to stick to and it'll just become second nature. So you can see on mine, I have my breakfasts planned out for the whole week, and I separate that between me and my husband Kyle. I also plan out lunches for me and my husband for the whole week, so that's what I'm deciding here. Since I know that my meal prep day is going to be Sunday, I don't like to make anything special for dinner that night, so I plan to have leftovers. And my husband, you'll also see that I planned out when my husband's getting takeout because he likes to get his fast food, so that's when I put that in here. I want to tell you guys a little story that kind of sparked and gave me like a crash course in this whole meal prep journey. 3 years ago, my husband and I decided to move back into his family home, but it did need a lot of work. And at the time, we were living in an apartment a half hour away. So what we decided to do, which thinking back now, I have no idea how I did it. Well, I do. I have an idea how I did it because I freaking made a menu. But so basically, we decided after every weeknight after work, we were going to go down to this house and work on it. And in order to do that, we knew that we needed to make dinner fast and easy and clean up fast and easy for that too. So what I was doing was on Sundays, I would meal prep every single meal for the week. Basically every single meal, because we would have our breakfasts on the go because we were both working at the time, full-time jobs. We'd have our lunches to bring with us if we did want to do that. Otherwise we would get takeout. And then for dinners, I would make dinners for the entire week. So basically every single meal was planned out and done ahead of time. And honestly, that was like kind of fun because first of all, we didn't have a lot of dishes every single night. There was a lot on Sundays when I was prepping. Thankfully, Kyle was helpful with that. But it was nice because there wasn't dishes every single night. And that made us get the work on the house done a lot faster. Mind you, it was just not me and Kyle working on it. Also, my father-in-law helped immensely. Like, he did most of the work because he knows most of it. But we spent a lot of time peeling wallpaper, which if you've ever done that, you know that it's not fun. So anyways, I just wanted to say that if I can do it with a full-time job and having to basically renovate a house, then you can do it too. If you want to do it, you can do it. So just wanted to put that out there. Okay, next is look at your menu. Whatever place is blank is where you need to figure out where you're gonna be doing those one-off meals, those one-time special meals. I like to do them for dinner because, you know, I like to try something new every time for dinner and it's just fun. I love to cook. So that's a space that I set a time for myself to explore in the kitchen and have fun. But you can totally do what's up to you. You might not even have any spaces left because you planned out everything. Also, when you're doing both of these sections, both of these types of meals, don't forget to flip over your page, look at the back, make sure when you're planning you use up those pantry ingredients first. Always go back to those first. If you're stuck and you're not sure what to make for that day, flip it over, get some inspiration, go back to the pantry and see what you have. So like I said, I like to plan out my dinners for Monday through Saturday. Sunday is my meal prep day, so I do not plan dinner for those days. I just plan for leftovers. The way that I plan for leftovers is I pick something to have on Fridays that I know is going to be a big, bulky meal that will indeed have leftovers for me to eat. So keep this in mind too, like if you want to plan for leftovers, think of something that you can make a lot of and something that you will enjoy for the next couple days. Leftovers used to always gross me out, but if I make it, I know what's in it. Yeah. I don't know why that's a thing. Anyways, so next, don't forget to decide what snacks you're gonna have for the week. I did leave a space down at the bottom for you to put that in there. Get in the habit of planning everything out. It just saves you so much, like, stress, honestly. If you set aside the time now to plan, you don't have to be wasting time later. Next up, you are going to decide what day you're gonna meal plan. Pick that day so you can make your meal prep checklist. This is where you're gonna go through all of your routine meals and pick a day to prep them. So on Sundays, I prep Kyle's breakfast and our lunches for the week. And also I choose some things that I can prep in big batches. Like for instance, a lot of these recipes that I have going on this week might have some white beans in them. So I'm planning the white beans, and then I like to make my nut butters from scratch. So I'm going to be making my peanut butter that day too. And just write down everything you know you need to make ahead of time. Another great thing to do is meal prep sauces. So if you need like a salad dressing for the week, or you want like a different sauce for any type of meal, make a sauce that day that you're meal prepping so you can always grab and go when you need it. I also put little check mark boxes so this list is actually usable for you. You can check it off when you're done with it and you know that you have it ready to go in your fridge waiting for you to eat. I also want to say that you don't have to meal prep just one day a week. Again, do what works for you. Sometimes I like to cook my beans and grains on Saturdays. Other days I just do everything on Sunday. Work it into your schedule, plan it out so you know that you have to do it, and make it happen. Alright, that's it for this video. Don't forget to download your copy of this guide in the link below. Also, like I said, don't be hard on yourself if you don't get this right away. This is a learning process. Like I said, I basically had a crash course in this. I had to get it or else we weren't gonna have our house done to live in. So just be gentle with yourself. You know, you don't have to be perfect all the time. It's not about perfection, it's about progress and deciding where you want to be in the future and what you can do now to get closer to that. Alright guys, don't forget to hit subscribe and like down below and that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. And I will see you soon.